All right. Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. I wanted to get on here and tell you all on this Thursday morning that I wanted to talk about getting off track, okay? Because it happens. I find in every challenge group I do, whether I do a 21-day group or I do a 30-day group, week two, which is what I call push week, and sometimes if I'm doing um, a 30-day group, I usually call it week 2 and 3. They're push weeks because they're weeks that you have to push through because those are usually the weeks that life happens and things get hard. All right, I'm not going to lie. This has been a hard week for me too. So I wanted to give you some tips and some feedback today about, how we get off track and how we can get back on track. And one of the things, I guess, that I think we do in week one, and why week one is like the best week of the challenge, is that we often are pumped on week one and we set these big lofty goals that are almost a little bit too much for us to bite off and chew. Okay. And I don't know if you've ever been to that restaurant Piccadilly. We used to have one in the Longview Mall. And I used to go there as a kid all the time with my mom. And, she would say, because it was almost a little bit like Luby's, but better. Y'all all know that I'm a big sweet eater. So I remember at Piccadilly, they would have all these desserts. They would have Jell-O and they would have pudding. And they, put the pudding with the whipped cream and cherry on top. Sorry for if I'm tempting you even more. But and then they had cheesecake and all these desserts. And I'd get everything and put it on my tray. Okay. And of course I couldn't eat it all because my mom would tell me your eyes are bigger than your stomach. And I think that's what happens to us on week one in a challenge group is we often set a really big, large sized goal in our heads, whether or not you told me, but it's in our heads. You probably said, well, I want to lose 20 pounds in 30 days. Or I want to lose 10 pounds in 30 days. Okay. That's a lot. Okay. It's doable. I've lost 10 pounds in 30 days. But, the thing is that I want you to think back and in your head, did you set a goal that was maybe a little too big to accomplish in your 21-day period? Okay. And, if you did, think about how you can make that a little more realistic. Mine is to lose 5 pounds. And this week has honestly been a frustrating week for me. I'll tell you why in a minute. But the thing is that what makes this push week is because we come out of that high of week one, and now we have to kind of face life. Okay. We have to face that people have birthdays at work and people bring cakes and they bring cookies and they bring, stuff that we can't eat. They know they can't eat it. They don't care, and they're all kind of being vindictive and, putting it in your face. Not really, but, some of them do. And, sometimes we can turn that down. Sometimes we can't. Okay. We know that we're going to always have that coworker that wants us to go to Papacitas at lunch. Okay. We know that, things are always going to happen where we're going to get tempted. We take the family out for a pizza night or, and guys, it just happens. But when those things happen, we have to do things in moderation. Okay. Instead of eating a whole package of cookies, because sometimes people, they think if they have one cookie, well, I've already screwed up my day, so I'm just going to eat this whole package. Don't do that. Okay. Have one cookie. Okay. And if you just can't have one cookie, then maybe you don't need to have them. All right. Maybe you have to have that willpower to say, you know what? I know if I'm going to eat these cookies, then I'm going to eat this whole bag. And I can't do that. Okay. Same thing with chips. If you can eat a whole bag of chips, maybe it's a good thing for you not to have chips. And guys, have things on hand. Okay. When you do get cravings, because you will get them. All right. For me this week, it's been sweets. I've had my share of a lot of fruit. You probably saw my post last night about the apples and the cream cheese. Okay. And how to make things better when we really want something bad. Okay. And if you have the junk food on hand, then you'll eat it. All right. So clear that stuff out and really provide some healthy stuff, to have on hand when you get those cravings. Okay. Don't beat yourself up over a cheat day, but don't go overboard. Okay. Like at a Mexican food restaurant, I know they bring you those chips, and we tend to want to eat the chips and everything. When we're asked to go out to dinner, sometimes we have to choose better, although sometimes we don't always want to. I know for me, the way I'm handling that this weekend is Perry and I have agreed that we are not going out to eat. All right. So we're cooking at home. So, sometimes you just kind of have to adjust where needed. Okay. And nutrition is a big part. We all fall off track, obviously. And fitness. Okay. And I know a lot of us are tired this week and sore. Okay. I'm fixing to do my workout. Remember, you can always modify when needed, but it's important, guys, to stick to the calendar. Okay. I know that sometimes it's hard and we're busy and we're trying to, get that 30 minutes or that hour in whenever we can. Okay. And I can tell you that, I'm doing Core de Force right now, which I think is probably along the lines of Insanity. The only difference between Core de Force and Insanity is more cardio. Well, they're both cardio, but Insanity is more jumping. It's a different kind of workout, whereas Core de Force is more martial arts inspired and more core centered, so to speak. So, but they're very high intensity and they're very exhausting. Okay. I know I'm exhausted every day, and it's nonstop cardio every day. Even on Sunday, I don't get a rest day. Okay, guys. The only time I get a rest day is on Sunday with a 21-minute workout. We do a little bit of stretch, but we're still doing kicks. We're still doing all those things, okay? So it's very exhausting. And even like PiYo, okay? PiYo, a lot of people think because PiYo is yoga inspired that it's not hard. It is, okay? When you're, and those of you that are doing PiYo, y'all know that it's very challenging. You're very sore, and it does make you feel stronger, but it makes you feel sore. It works your body, even though you may not be doing, you may not be jumping around or doing anything like that. It's exhausting. 22-minute hardcore and T25. They are short workouts, but let me tell you, Shaun T and Tony, they kill you for those 22 to 25 minutes. Really, they don't kill you. But, it's challenging, okay? So, yes, you're going to experience a little bit of fatigue and soreness, and that's normal, and that's to be expected, okay? What I want you to do is I want you to kind of modify, all right, when needed, all right? Remember to stay hydrated. That's also a very important thing. If you have, asthma or trouble breathing or anything like that, make sure you have your inhaler by, and, take care of yourself. And another thing I want to mention is getting sleep. Okay. I've been bad about that this week. I had a meeting at work last night. I've been up taking care of business. I took a nap today, but make sure that you're getting, and I know this is hard when you have kids, especially when they're very young and maybe you're in school, you need to be getting at least 6 hours sleep, preferably more like 7 to 8. Okay. Make sure that you're getting to bed at a decent time. All right. And make sure you're getting that rest and sleep. It's going to help you. If your goal is to lose weight, it's going to help you lose weight. Okay. So also avoid night eating. I don't know if I have any night eaters in this group, but I have had that issue in the past in some other groups. Make sure that you're trying not to eat after 6 p.m. Okay. And I know that's not always possible, but really after 7 to 8, you should not be going to the refrigerator or, munching out on things. If you do have that habit, the best way to break it is go to vegetables, okay, at night, or drink water at night, water with lemon or anything like that, okay? What else was I going to talk about? Oh, yeah. So, we all get off track, but honestly, for me, what's always helped me is kind of seeing what's going wrong and what I can adjust. And another thing I wanted to talk about was, before I get off, was, what else? Oh, yeah, sickness and illness. We all have it. I have it this week, okay? And we don't always feel 100% in our workouts, and it makes it hard. Okay, make sure you take care of yourself, and make sure that you are fueling your body. Okay, for me, I've had a lot of pain this week, a lot of fatigue, a lot of soreness. It's made me a little bit irritable. Okay, when that happens, you need to make sure that you're getting a lot of rest, and make sure that you're fueling your body. Okay, there are times that your body is going to be losing a lot of iron. Okay, so that's why you're hungry. That's why I've been so hungry this week. And it was would have been so easy for me to junk out, and I felt like doing it a few times. Obviously, you see, I ate a cookie, the other day. But it's because your body is hungry. So make sure that you have lots of protein around and things that give you iron. Maybe a tablespoon of raisins, or meaty things, portioned, of course, can help you with that as well. Okay, make sure you have lots of fruit around, because you might get a lot of sweet cravings like I do. Make sure that you just take care of yourself and get lots of rest. Okay, and oh yeah, and make sure you, of course, take Tylenol and all that good stuff. Those of you that have sore muscles, also Activon or Icy Hot. That's what I use a lot in college. Those work well too. So make sure that you're taking care of your body and really listening to your body and modifying when you need to. Okay. So today's question is, how do you get back on track? Okay. For 500 points, I want to know, how are you going to stay on track when you fall off? All right. All right. I hope y'all have a great day. I'll see y'all later.